Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Gordon Guitar. Benson Boone, he does the song called Mr. Electric Blue, and that's the reason why I'm playing on my Ovation, this blue electrifying color on the Celebrity line. Great guitar. Check out my tutorial on Gordon Gear. Anyway, back to this song, and Mr. Benson, he's working his beep off in this music video. Check that one out. Very entertaining. Now let's go into this song. Very easy to handle. So let's go into the chord world, and we're gonna see here, no need for any capo. We're gonna go straight into the chords, starting with G. Okay, so G and C will be the main chords of the song. So G goes third E, second A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. Next is the C chord, and that is third A, second D, open G, first B, and open E. Then we also need to throw in the F and the C minor, so that's two bar chords. Starting with F, it's a bar on the first fret. You push down all strings there with your index finger, and then you need to add third A, third D, and second G. And then finally we have the C minor. It looks very similar to the F chord. We have now the bar on the third fret, and you push down the first 5 strings if you count from bottom up like this, and then you need to add fifth on D, 5th on G, and 4th on B. And that's the C minor, and that's the chords you need. Now let's go into the strumming, and like I said, you're gonna shift between G and C like 95% of the song. So if you grab the first G chord, that's how the song starts. One string around will be about 4 downs, like this. Okay, and I like to play that with some muting. So I lean my backside of my hand here on top of the strings, and then I play like this, a little bit muted. And then I also like to highlight the third down. So you're gonna play on the bass strings if you wanna play like I do, for the down number 1, 2, and 4. So that's the bass strings. And then on the third down, you go down and play the higher strings down there. So it will be bass, bass, top, bass. And that gives you a certain rhythm like this. If you don't want to mute, it's perfectly fine to just go with straight strumming there. But anyway, that's how we're gonna work here on this tutorial. And then, yes, go into the first verse. You're gonna play G, 8 full rounds, then C, 4 rounds, and then back to G, 4 rounds. And that will be 1 chord progression round. So it both starts and ends on G. So G8, C4, G4, like this. That is 1 round. You're gonna play that for 2 rounds, and that's the first verse. Then over to the pre-chorus, we start that at 1 minute and 16 seconds in. So yes, he can be everything. That's where we're on the lyric. Now you're gonna play for this first pre-chorus C for 6 rounds and a pause. So you play 6 strumming rounds and then you pause, and that pause works as an effect into the chorus parts. And speaking of the chorus, we are now about 1 minute and 24 seconds in. Oh My Electric Blue, that's Mr. Electric Blue, of course. That's the title of the song, and that's in the lyrics how this starts here in the first chorus. What you're gonna play here is the first verse play, you can say. It's the G8, C4, and G4. You play that for 2 rounds, and that is the chorus. Then after that, we have a post-chorus part, 1 minute and 54 seconds in. What you're gonna play here is now G, 1 down, and the pause, and then comes the F, 1 down, and the pause, then comes C, 1 down, and a pause, and now finally comes the C minor, and the pause. You play only that, and that will be the first round of the song. Now, into the second round of everything, we had the second verse played in the same way as the first one, so no changes there. The only difference is you're gonna play only one chord progression round instead of two. Okay, so from there on, you're gonna go into the second pre-chorus, and now you're gonna play F 4-string rounds and C 4-string rounds, and that's it. And then over to the second chorus, played exactly the same way as the first one. 2 rounds of that verse play G, C, G, and that's this second chorus. Okay. After that, you're gonna play the bridge part. We're now about 3 minutes and 16 seconds in. You're gonna play the verse play there for 2 rounds. So you know that by now, how that's done. And that's the bridge part. And after that, you're gonna go into the second post chorus, okay? So you're gonna play that in the same way as you played the first one. And then you have a break. You can see that in the music video, it has a long break there. And then finally, he ends off with a third post chorus played exactly in the same way as the previous ones. And that, my friends, that is how I handle Benson Boone's new song, Mr. Electric Blue. All right. So basically, G, C, G, that is what you're gonna hammer on this song. So good luck. And if you enjoy this, then feel free to support me here on Going Guitar. I appreciate that a lot. So thank you and play tuned.